The last couple of days have brought perhaps some of the most worrying signs yet for Ukraine. In its war with Russia, they brought Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban on a visit to Washington, a visit on which he broke protocol significantly politically in not meeting with President Biden and meeting instead with former President Donald Trump. That is a significant omission, and that became clear through this meeting. What Orban said transpired in that meeting is an eye-opener. Trump had made it clear that he would not give a penny in the Ukraine-Russia war and that this is how the war will end. Trump has said earlier that he would, if elected, end the war within 24 hours. So if this is the kind of ending being proposed, that then would end all hopes that Ukraine could sustain its battles with Russia for very long if Trump is indeed elected. But that Trump position is hurting Ukraine already. Republicans are holding up $95 billion in military aid, of which $60 billion is earmarked for Ukraine. The rest is mostly for Israel, relief work in Gaza, with some for Taiwan and some for strengthening US and allied presence in the South Pacific. Republicans want that money prioritized instead for building a firm barrier along the southern border with Mexico to block the flow of illegal migrants. Orban said it is plain that Ukraine cannot stand on its own 2 feet and that if Americans don't give money and weapons along with the Europeans, and we have seen some slowing down from there too, then the war is over. Trump, who is currently favorite to win the presidential race, has not commented publicly on Orban's summary of their meeting, but he has not disowned what Orban said either. He did say, on the other hand, that there is no leader better or smarter than Orban, and as we know, Orban has maintained very close ties with Putin through the course of this war. Ukraine is already fighting with its back to the wall. It is running desperately short of ammunition, and that has led to very difficult situations for Ukrainian forces in the face of recent Russian advances. Its military would in any case have got only a fraction of the $60 billion proposed for Ukraine. A third of that package is actually to be spent on the US military. The rest is for budgetary and other support to Ukraine. President Zelensky has said that if US military aid does not come, then he doesn't know what kind of world we are living in. We may have an answer to that, and that is not an answer that Ukraine would like to hear. It could be the kind of world where Ukraine becomes increasingly more defenseless in its war against Russia.